Piers Plowman by William Langland. The Harrowing of Hell. From the B text, Passus XVIII. Read in Middle English. I drew me in that darknesse to descendit ad inferna, and there I saw softly secundum scripturas, out of the waste coast, a wench, as methought, come walking in the way, to hellyward she looked. Mercy hight that maid, a make thing withal, a full benegn bird, a buxom of speech. Her sister, as it seemed, come softly walking even out of the east, and westward she looked, a full comely creature and a clean. Truth she hight, for the virtue that higher followed, affared was she never. One these maidens mate, mercy and truth, either asked other of this great wonder, of the din and of the darkness, and how the day rode, and which a licht and a leighe lay before hell. Ich have a fairly of this fair, in faith, say truth, and am wending to wit what this wonder meaneth. Have no marvel, quod mercy, mirth it betokeneth, a maiden that hight Mary, and mother withouten failing, of any kinde creature, conceived through speech, and grace of the Holy Ghost, wakes great with child, without whom into this world she brought him, and that me tale be true, I take God to witness. Sith this barn was I bore, been 30 winter passed, which dere and death followed this day about midday, and that is cause of this clips which closeth now the sun, in meaning that man shall from merknesse be draw, the while this licht and this leighe shall Lucifer ablend. For patriarchs and prophetess han preached hereof often, that man shall man save through a maiden's help, and that was tint through tre shall it wene, and that death down brocht, death shall relieve. That thou tellest, quod truth, is but a tale of wild trot, for Adam and Eve and Abraham with other patriarchs and prophetess that in pain liegen, leve though never that yon licht hem aloft bring, nay have him out of hell, hold the tongue, mercy, it is but truthfully that thou tellest, I, truth, woot the sooth, for that is ons in hell, out cometh it never. Job, the propheted patriarch, repraveth these soes, quia in inferno nulla est redemptio. Thana mercy, full meedle, mouthed these wordes, through experience, corheo, I hope they shall be saved. For venom for doth venom, and that I prave by reason. For of all venomes, fullest is the scorpion. My no medicine amende the place there he stingeth, till he be dead, and do thereto. The evil he destroyeth, the first venemuste, through virtue of himself. So shall this death fordo, I dar me lief lege, all that death did first, troch the devil is enticing, and rich as thorough gilors, gile, begiled was man. So shall grass, that all began, mak a god einde, and begile the gilor, and that is good slecht. Ars ut artam falleret. Now suffer we, said Truth. I say, as me thinketh, ut of the nymph of the north, nocht full fair hernes, rith huit nesse corn renninge, rest we the wheele, for he wot more than we. He was heir we both. That is sooth, said Mercy, and I say here, by sooth, we're coming pace playing, in patience I clothed. Love hath coveted higher long, leave I none other but love, saint higher some letter. What this licht bemeaneth, that over hoven hele thus, she us shall tell. One pace in patience I clothed, approached near him twain, rich witnesse, higher reverenced, for higher reach clothing, and prayed pace to tell higher to wit, place she wold, and in higher gay garmentes, home she great thought. Me will is to wend, quod she, and welcome hame alle, that many die micht is not say, for meeknesse of sine. Adam and Eve, and other mo in hele, Moises and many mo, mercy shall sing, and I shall dance thereto. Do thou so, sister. For Jesus justere wail, joy beginneth do. Ah, vesperum demorabitur fletis, et ad matutinum Laetitia. Love, that is me layman, sweet lettres me sainte, that mercy me sister, and I man kinde should save, and that God hath forgiven and granted me peace and mercy, to be manus main pernor for evermore after. Lo, here the patent, quod Pace, in pace in idipsum, and that this dede shall dure, dormiam et requiescam. What ravest thou, quod rich witnesse, or thou art righty drunka? Levest thou that yond licht unlocke micht helle, and save mane sole? Suster, wane it never. At the beginning, God gaf the dome himself, that Adam and Eve, and all that him sued, scholden day down richte, and dwelle in pain after, if that they touched a tree, and of the fruit eaten. Adam afterward, against his defence, freit of that fruit, and forsook, as it were, the love of our Lord, and his Lord both, and followed that the feigned tocht, and his fellows will, against reason. I rich witnesse recorde thus with truth, that here pain be perpetual, and no prayer him help. Forth he let him choe as they chosen, and chire we nocht, sustres, for it is botless bale, the bit that they eaten. And I shall pray, quod Pace, here pain mot have ende, and woe into wele mo, wende at the last. For had they wist of no woe, wele had they not known. For no wit what wele is, that never woe suffered, nay, what is hot hunger, that had never they fought. If no nicht nein were, no man, as I live, should wit witterly what die is to main. Should never read riche man that liveth in rest, and is, wit what woe is, nay were the death of kinde. So God that began all of his good will, become man of a maid man kinde to save, and suffer de to be sold, to say the sorrow of dying, the which unkitteth all care, and comsinge is of rest. For till modicum met with us, it may it well avow, would no wicht as I wen, what is enough to men. For the God of his goodness, the first gome Adam, set him in solace and in sovereign mirth, and sitteth he suffer him sine, sorrow to fail, to wit what well was, kinlech to know it. And after God untrade himself, and took Adam's kinde, to wit what he hath suffered in three sundry places, both in heaven and in earth, and no till helle he thinketh, to wit what all woe is, that word of all joy. So it shall fare by this folk, here folly and here sinne, shall leire him what languor is, and leise without end. What no wit, what were is, there that pace reigneth, nay what is witterly well, till well away him teche. Then was there a wicht with two broad eyen, Bok hight that beoper, a bold man of speech. Be goddess body, quoth this Bok, I will bear witness that though this barn was I bore, their blessed astair, that all the ways of the world in all wit accorded in, that switch a barn was I bore in Bethlehem, the city that man's soul should save, and sine destroy. And all the elements, quote this book, hereof bearing witness, that he was God, that all wrought the walken first showed, though that wherein in heaven token stella comata, and tenderen higher as a torch to reverence his brother. The licht followed the Lord into the low earth. The water witnesseth that he was God, for he went on it. Peter the apostle persevered his gate, and as he went on the water well him canoe, and said, Tube me venire ad te super aquas. And lo, how the sun gan look higher licht in herselve, wan she sech him suffre, that sone and se mare. They earth for heaviness that he would suffer, quacked as quick thing, and all be quashed the roch. Lo, hele mich not holde, but opnede, though God tholede, and let ut Simondes zones, to sein him hange on rode. And no, shall Lucifer levet, though hern loth thinke. For Gigas the giant, with a gin and gined, to breke and to bet a dun that bane a cheynes Jesus. And bok wolle be brent, but Jesus rise to live, and alle michtes of man, and his mother gladly, and comforte all his kin, and out of car bringe, and all the jewane joy, unjoinen and unloken. And but they reverence his road and his ration, and believe on a new law, be lost, life and soul. Sofre way, said truth, I hear and say both, a spirit spaketh to helle, and biddeth unspare the gates. A tolite portas. A voice loud in that licht to Lucifer crieth, Prines of this place, unpinneth and unlocketh, for here cometh with crone, that King is of glory. Thane sikere Satan, and said to hele, Switch a licht against our leve, Lazar is fate, car encumbrance is common to us all. If this King is come in, man kinde will he fetch, and laid it there Lazar is, and lichle may bind. Patriarches and prophetess han parled hereof long, that switch a lord and a licht shall lead him all hernes. Listeneth, quod Lucifer, for this lord know, both this lord and this licht is long ago know him. My no death this lord dare, nay no devilish quaintisne, and where he will is his way, acquire him of the perils. If he reve me of me richt, he robbeth me by maestry, for by richt and by reason the renkes that ben her, body and soul baith mine, both gode and ille. For himself said that sire is of heaven, that if Adam ate the apple, alle should die, and dwelle in Deol with us devilis. This threating he mad. And sithen he that softness is, said these words, and sithen is haste 7,000 winter, I leave that law nil not let him the least. That is sooth, said Satan, but I may sore dread, for though great to him with gile, and his garden break, and in semblance of a serpent set on the apple tree, and edgedest him to eat, Eve by herself, and toldest her a tale of treason where the words. And so thou hadst him out and hither at the last. It is noch greatly gaten, their gile is rote. For God will not be beguiled, quod Goblin, nay be japped. We have no true title to him, for thorough treason were they damned. Certes, I dreade me, quod the devil, lest truth will him fetch. This 30 winter, as I wene, he went about and preached. I have assailed him with sin, and some time I asked whether he were God or God's son. He gave me short answer, and thus hath he trolled forth these 32 winter. And when I say it was so, Sleeping I went to warn Pilates wife what done a man was Jesus. For Jews hated him, and han done him to death. I will have lengthened his life, for I lived, if he died, that his soul would suffer no sin in his sight. For the body will it on bones year, a bittre was ever to save men fro sin, if himself would. And no, I say where a soul cometh, sillying hitherward, with glory and with great light, God it is, I wot well. I read away flay, quod he, faste all hernes, for us were better not be than bidden his sicht. For the lesynges, Lucifer, lost is all our prey. First through thee, we fallen fro heaven so high, for we leved the lesynges, we lopened out all with thee, and now for the last lesynge, I learn we have Adam, and all our lordship, I leve, a land and a water, nunc princeps huius mundi, ejecetur for us. Eft the licht bad unlock, and Lucifer answered, Quies iste? What lord art thou? Quod Lucifer. The licht sonne said, Glorie, the Lord of might and of main, and all a manner virtues, Dominus virtutum, Duces of this dim place, and nun undo these gates, that Christ may come in, the King's Son of heaven. And with that breath, Hele brak, with Belial's bars, for any way or word weed upon the gates. Patriarches and prophetes, populus in tenebris, songend Saint Johannes song, ecce agnus Dei. Lucifer loce ne michte, so licht him ablente. And though that our Lord loved, into his licht he lachte, and sere to Satan, Lo, here me soul to amendes for all sinful souls, to save thou that bane worthy. Minne they bane, and of me, I may the bait him claim, although reason record and richt of myself, that if they ate of the apple, all should die. I begeet him not her hele for ever, for the day that they did, the deceite it mad, with gile though him gate, again all reason, for in me palace, paradise, in persone of an adder, falsliche thou fatest there thinge that I loved. Thus I leak allusored with a laddie visage, the fletche thou me robedest. The old law granteth that gilors be begilled, and that is good reason. Dentem pro dente et oculum pro oculo. Ergo sole shall sole quite, and sine to sine waned, and all that man hath misdo, I, man, vole amend it. Membre for membre was amendes be the old law, and leaf for leaf also, and be that law, I clame Adam and all his issue, at me wille hereafter. And that death in heim for dide, me death shall relieve, and both a quick and quit that quaint was thorough seen, and that grace gile destroy, good faith it asketh. So leave it not, Lucifer, against the law I fetch him, but be richt and be reason ransone her mi legis, non veni solvere legem set adimplere. Thou fatest mine in me place against all reason, falsliche and felonliche. Good faith me it taught, to recover heim through ransom, and be no reason else, so that with gile thou gate through grace it is I won. Thou, Lucifer, in likeness of a Luther adre, gatest be gile, though that God loved, and I, in likeness of a Leod, that Lord am of heaven, graciously thee gile have quit, go gile achien gile, and as Adam and alle through a tree dieden, Adam and alle through a tree shall turn to live, and gile is begiled, and in his gile fallen, et cecidit in foviam quam fecit. Now beginneth the gile achieins they to turn, and mi grace to grow a greater and wider. The bitterness that thou hast brought, now broke it thyself, that art doctor of death, drink that thou madest. For I am Lord of life, love is me drinke, and for that drinke to die, I died upon earth. I focht so, me thirsteth yet, for man's soul sake, my no drink me moist, nay, me thirst stake, till the vendage fall in the valley of Jehoshaphat, that I drinke richt ripe must, resurrectio mortuorum, and then shall I come as a king, crowned with angeles, and have out of hele all mene soles, feindes and feindekines before me shall stand, and be at me bidding, wheresoever be me liketh. Ac, to be merciable to man then, me kinde it asketh, for we beth brethren of blood, but not in baptisme alle. Ac, alle that beth mine, holy brethren, in blood and in baptisme, shall not be damned to the death that is without an end. Tibi sole peccavi, etc. It is not used on earth to hang a felon ofter than once, though he were a traitor. And if the king of that kingdom corne in that time, there the felon thou should death other justwise, law would he give him life, and he looked on him. And I that am king of kings shall come switch a time, their dome to the death damned all wicked. And if law wall, I look on him, it lieth in me grace, whether they die or die not, for that they didn't ill. Be it anything about the boldness of higher sinners, I may do mercy, throch richwyd nese, an alle mi werdes true, and though holy rite wole that be roche of him that did en ile, nullum malum impunitum, etc., they shall be cleansed clearliche and cleane washen of higher sinnes, in mi prisone purgatori, till parse it hot. And mi mercy shall be shower to many of me brethren, for blood may suffer blood, both hungry and akale. Ac blood may not say blood blade, but him rue. Audivi arcana verba quae non licet homini loqui. Ac mi richwit nese, and rit shall roll in all hele, and mercy all mankinde before me in heaven. For I were an unkinde king, but I mi kin help, and nam liche at switch a nede, their nedes help behoveth, non intres in judicum cum servo tuo. Thus be law, quoth our Lord, laid I wall fro hernes, though leores that I love, and lever in me coming. Dane pipere pace of posi a nota. Clarior est solito post maxima nebula febus, post inimicicias clarior est et amor. After sharpest shores, quoth Pace, most cheyne is the sun. Is no wader warmer than after watery clores. Nay, no love lever, nay lever friendes than after wear and woe, one love and pace ben maestres. Was never where in this world ne wickedness so kene, that love and him liste to laughing ne brochte, and pace through patience all perils stopped. Treus, quoth truth, thou tellest us soth, be Jesus, clipe way in covenant, and each of us quise other. And let no people, quoth Pace, perceive that we chide, for impossible, that is no thing to him that is almighty. Thou sayest sooth, said Richwid Nesse, and reverent liche hier kiste, Pace, and pace higher, per secula seculorum. Misericordia et veritas obviaverunt sibi, justitia et pax osculate sunt. Truth trumpete thou, and song Te Deum laudamus, and thane lute love in a loud note, ecce quam bonum et quam jocundum, etc., till the die dod these damseles carolden, that main wrongen to the resurrection. And rich with that, I walked, and called Keat, me wife, and Callot, me daughter, ariseth, and reverentieth Goddess resurrection, and crepeth to the cross on Canes, and kisseth it for a jewel. For Goddess bliss her body, it bar for our body, and it affaireth the feigned, for switch is the meat. My no grisly ghost glide there it shadoweth,